Today, we are going to talk about the cell reference feature in Excel. Why is cell reference important? Because it can be used to refer different cells for various calculations, to extract parts of the string of a cell, or simply to copy and paste the information to different worksheets so that we can summarize or we can put together separated information in one worksheet. And today we will demonstrate all these three examples. To begin, let's imagine we have a situation of various workers who have worked for different numbers of hours at different hourly rate. Now let's look at this worksheet. To begin, we will fill up the necessary information first. For every worker, they have a name, but we also want their ID. This ID is particularly important, especially when you want to look up the information later. I have entered 1, 2 for the first two, but Excel allows you to autofill the other information so that you don't have to enter 3, 4, 5. How do we do this? Well, you may have noted that whenever you come to the bottom right corner of a cell, your mouse cursor change from you change from an outline cross icon to a solid cross icon. Okay, and if you select this cell and then you double click here, it will autofill the same number, but it is not desirable. So we press Ctrl Z, the Ctrl Z on keyboard to undo this first. We can choose highlight these two numbers first, and then once again we press double click the bottom right, and see it will autofill in ascending order. And with similar concept, we autofill it like this. And hourly rate, we may choose to autofill it all 100, but we want to demonstrate they are working at different hourly rate. So let's see another powerful features of Excel. We may use 97 so that it reduced by 3 each cell, and we double click here. You see it will count automatically. Now it is important to point out that every cell has a cell address. What is a cell address? You see, when you highlight a cell, that means when you highlight a square in the table, the column here is column D, and the row 2, it will highlight it. This denoted the cell address of this cell, namely D2. Now, if we want to refer to the number of this hourly rate and refer to the hours of work here, we will use a formula to calculate it. How do we start the formula? We started by entering the keyboard key equal here, and then we can simply enter D2 from keyboard, D2, and then we use a multiply sign. That is Shift 8, and we can manually enter C2, or we can use our mouse to click this C2. Okay, after you have finished enter the formula, you press enter in the keyboard. It will calculate automatically. Now we want to demonstrate another powerful feature of Excel. That is, you see, this feature is called autocomplete, which means you once again double click the bottom right, and then it will automatically calculate all the wages by shifting to the relative cell number. You see, when it is D2C2, but now it is D3C3. It changes, the row number changes according to the cell of E, because we instruct Excel to fill it auto-completed with this. You see, with this. So this will save you a lot of time. Now, what about we want to calculate the wages after MPF? You see, MPF should be fixed for all the 5 workers. It won't vary from 1 to 1. So we enter a fixed rate here. We enter it 0.05. We want to demonstrate a shortcut key called Ctrl+Shift+1 to directly instruct Excel to format the cell, so that we don't want it to be show as decimal number. We want it as a percentage number. We press Ctrl+1 here. Then we choose percentage. We enter 2 or 0 here. It doesn't matter. It's just the display. Okay, it will look better. It will look better, you see. So now, you see I double click this. Initially it's like this, but when we double click it, it will automatically fit the width of the column. So once again, we use another formula, equal, and we refer to cell E2, and then we multiply it. Now we have to use a small bracket, and then we use 100% minus the MPF weight. Then we close it. You see, this number is exactly the wages after MPF. And should we use autocomplete like the previously? No, this would result in the wrong calculation. Let's try. You see, it didn't calculate the MPF weight. What's wrong here? You take a look in the formula, in the auto-generated formula. For the first employee Ada, it is correct. It refers to C10, and you see it is highlighted C10. But for the second employee, it automatically shifts to C11. C11. This cell doesn't have any number. Why it behaves like this? That is because we didn't instruct Excel to refer to the cell absolutely. We tell it, you see, we set C10 here, but we didn't tell Excel to not to move the row +1 after we double click it with autocomplete. So how can we instruct Excel to fix it so that it won't move the number? Here, you may have noted that I select the cell I want to fix it. Now we want to fix its row, so we put a special Excel sign. It is $sign. Okay. In this way, when you autofill it, you see now it calculates MPF, because it will fix this number, this row number 10, with this $sign. And in fact, we have a shortcut key to do so. After we highlight this number, we can press F4 on the keyboard. F4 on the keyboard to tell it to fix. You see, there are two $signs here. It fixes both the column and the row, but we only want to fix the row, and we want it to be 10, not 12. And after we do that, you see, now all the calculations are correct. Next, I'm going to demonstrate the concept of circular reference using the formula summation. Now, let's imagine we want to calculate the total of this MPF. So how would we do this? We enter the formula, and then we choose the number. You may have noted the colon sign here in between. The colon sign here. It denotes the range from this cell to another cell. And the other cell, it can be on the same column, or you can manually specify it to another column. It doesn't matter. Now, if we do this, we should have generated the correct number. But what if I incidentally make it incorrect? Let's say I enter F8. You see, you will see something wrong. There is an error called circulated reference. Circulated reference means the formula refers to a cell itself. For example, here we refer to the sum from F2 to F8, but F8 is the formula itself. Excel doesn't allow you to refer to itself because this will result in infinite calculation. You calculate itself again and again and again, and it will result in error. So it simply give you 0. So we fix it. Okay. Now you see the summation here. But what if I want to refer to a cell that is on a different worksheet? For example, I want to enter information here, that is the wages of this 23rd of July of this either. You simply use the mouse to click it. You see, it is very simple. And you may also do this so that it will shift automatically one by one. And in this formula, you may have noted that there is a single quotation sign here. Whenever you want to refer to a different worksheet, you start it with a single quotation, and then you end with another single quotation mark. This single quotation mark is the keyboard key left to enter. Remember, it is a single quotation mark, not a double quotation mark. It means differently in Excel. And after that, you put an exclamation mark here. Exclamation mark here to mark we are going to refer to a range or a cell instead of another worksheet. So, but if you don't have a clear concept of this, you may simply use your mouse cursor. Start with an equal sign first, and then you click on the worksheet you want to refer. Then here, you see, it is all done. You don't have to use copy and paste. You simply use a formula to extract the information on different sheets. Why do we do so? You could imagine that there can be some wages in August and September and on different sheets, and then you can simply use this similar formula. If imagine we have a sheet August August. And we may have to want to change this number 10.8 so that it looks more sensible. You see, it changed dynamically. This is very important for calculation of summation or conclusion. Next, we're going to talk about the function indirect and other strength-related functions like left, right, and middle. See you next time.